All right. Hello, everybody. It's Bluejay Artist here, and this is the thing you have all been waiting for. Bramblestar's Storm review. Oh, I know. It's terrifying, isn't it? So before I start this is going to be a new series of videos, like when new books come out or I just want to review a book. It will mostly be new books, but it could be anything like the Percy Jackson series, or I might even do TV shows with this, but, whatever. It'll just be stuff I will review. It's called Bluejay Reviews. These are different from rants. Rants are just talking about a topic. This is actually like analyzing things and like discussing dislikes, likes, what the general audience thought of it. So, so this is becoming a thing. So, yay. So let's start off with, I guess, the background for this. So in 2013, Vicky Holmes, who's one of the Aarons, stated that there was going to be a super edition Bramblestar Storm. I think it was when she was like traveling around and was at some kind of conference or something, but I may be wrong. But it's something like that, okay? So basically she announced it before she even announced it on her Facebook page. So the people who found out that way, that was sooner. I mean, she announced it before she even posted on her Facebook page. And so basically everybody in the Warriors fandom who is still who is still reading on into these series was super, super hyped for it. Like, people couldn't wait. Even me, I was pretty excited because I just wanted to see some things. I wasn't as super hyped as everybody else, but I was interested to see how things would go down and if Bramblestar was going to be a successful leader or not, and to get a few things clarified. And I was looking forward to it, but the general audience was really excited for it. When months before it came out, people were like, Bluejay, this is coming out, and you should do a review, and here we are today. Now, that's the background to it, basically, and it came out, I believe, August 26th. I may be wrong, but, I'm right, it is August 26th, I just checked the wiki. People, as soon as it came out, there were a lot of mixed reactions from this book. And I mean a lot. Because some people were all like, oh, I love this book. It's so good. Everything was fabulous. And on the other hand, some people are like, this kind of sucked. This is just a rehash of all the other books. There's really nothing new. They repeated some formulas over again. And I am kind of in the middle of that kind of category. So I do admit it was an okay book, but it definitely has a fair share of problems, which we are going to get into. So let's just start off with good things. Let's do the things I liked. So, Bramblestar and Squirrel Flight moments. These were very genuine. I really like these moments. They were really, they weren't forced particularly, which I really liked. It wasn't like them curling up somewhere and saying how much they love each other or something, because honestly, the Warriors fandom would have been a little bit annoyed if they had decided to take that route, but they didn't. So I think that's a good thing, and they felt really genuine, and I thought that it was very good. I really liked the Squirrel Flight and Bramblestar moments. Sorry if I call him Brambleclaw anyway throughout this video. This is the next thing I'm going to talk about was like the key moments, one of the like emotional highlights of this book. And I would say that was Bramblestar and just listening to the view on his adoptive children or his kids, whatever. But that in general, but what really just like was, I felt so like emotionally attached was when he talked about a few times about how much he missed Hollyleaf. And there's this one moment in the book where like Bramblestar and Squirrel Flight are talking about something, and Bramblestar just like, he just kind of is like, I miss Hollyleaf. Like, he just says it out there because he's been holding it in, obviously, and trying to be this fearless leader. And the poor guy misses his daughter so much, and he just let it out. And Squirrel Flight was like, yeah, me too. And they had this little moment that was really sweet. And especially when Bramblestar and Squirrel Flight, Jay Feather, and Lion Blaze all went on like kind of a patrol together, and then Lion Blaze and Jay Feather started play fighting each other. And that was super cute. And when Bramblestar was like, oh, I miss how it was. And I was like, oh, because all the way throughout Power of Three and Omen of the Stars, we didn't really get to see what Bramblestar's view on this whole situation was. All we knew is that he was upset about it. So it was nice to see what he thought of his own adoptive kids. I hate to say it, but Dovewing and Lion Blaze got development. Okay, I don't hate to say it, but I was gonna say I hate to say it that I thought Dovewing was better in this book. But my point is, Dovewing and Lion Blaze got actual development. So we learn that Lion Blaze, Jay Feather, and Dovewing have all lost their powers, and that alone gives development. But it doesn't really affect Jay Feather that much, I don't think. Because unlike Lion Blaze, who's used to like not getting hurt, and Dovewing is used to like hearing really far away, Jay Feather has kind of been blind his whole life, so he's just really used to the fact that he's blind, and it didn't seem to have that much effect on him. Now Dovewing, it made her feel like she was completely deaf and useless. That is good development. Like in Omen of the Stars, we had that whole thing about where she felt deaf because after they went to the mountains and she got really scared, her powers kind of shut down, but that was only for like a few chapters, it seemed like. So this book, like getting rid of their powers, Dovewing, like that one moment where Bumblestripe finds Bramblestar and is like, can you come with me to find Dovewing? And they're right there, and Dovewing has gone to a cave, so she can literally feel the echoes, so she feels like she can hear more. I actually felt really sorry for her. I felt genuinely sorry for her, because this was development in her character. And Lion Blaze, too. He used to be kind of more arrogant and stuff, but now he's kind of learned that he has to control himself, and that he has to be careful. And oh my gosh, I just loved how they had development. It was so much better. Briarlight got a little bit of development, too. I didn't like her development as much as I did Dovewing's and Lion Blaze's, but it was okay development, because Briarlight, I like her for being this happy-go-lucky character, because let's face it, a lot of the Warriors characters are kind of emo, and I thought it was okay to have her kind of feel useless, because it would happen at some point, but it kind of lasted for a long time, and I was like, can't you go back to being happy-go-lucky Briarlight? So kind of mixed emotions on that. The moment where Brambleclaw and the kitty pet, Frankie, now known as Stormcloud if you read the manga, was actually quite genuine. So Frankie is kind of leaving every day to go look for his brother, and they find him. I was actually shocked to see that they put in this thing where they actually like find his dead body and like bring it out, and he's like all wet in it. Oh, it was kind of gross, but anyway, it was very genuine how Bramblestar, kind of was thinking, this is kind of like me and Dustpelt, so we went to help Frankie find his brother, which I thought was really sweet, and that just shows Bramblestar's character, in my opinion. The Squirrel Flight, okay, if you say Squirrel Flight is like a terrible deputy, and it should have been like Lion Blaze or Brackenfur or something, I am sorry, but Squirrel Flight is an awesome deputy. If Bramblestar is off doing something, she's keeping the clan in order. If he's too tired to do something, she tells him to rest, and that she'll take care of something. That is fantastic. Like, why? She's such a great deputy. I don't know why people hate on her so much. And I don't know. I really love her being deputy. She's responsible. She keeps people in order. She's a great assistant to Bramblestar. It's fantastic. I don't know why people don't like her. So, the Stick of Fallen Warriors. This was quite interesting to me, personally, because it's kind of like a shrine. Well, it is a shrine to the dead, but I didn't think I mean, I don't think warriors have done something like this besides, like, if you even want to consider, like, the stick that Jayfeather found for the ancients. But that's not even a memorial for the dead. That's just, like, the farthest these cats go is just to, like, bury them and have a burial and everything. But that's pretty much it. So it was quite interesting to me to have, like, a whole, like, giant stick that had, like, claw marks dedicated to these cats. And I thought that was really interesting. It was really intriguing to me. And, like, when they almost had to, like, give it up, and Jayfeather was like, no, we need the stick. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Jayfeather. Like, he really loved that stick, and it probably reminded of his sister. And I don't know, it was really interesting. So this is I kind of like this, I kind of don't like this. The change the warrior code that Bramblestar made, where clans have to help each other in order to survive. I mean, he's got a point. If the clans just basically are like, you know what, screw you, I'm going to do my own thing because I'm the best clan, then things are going to get a little haywire. But I don't know, I like the change, but at the same time I don't, because it's just, I don't know. I guess it's okay. I can't really find a reason to not like it. It's okay. I thought it was kind of interesting, though. So, yeah. Bramblestar surprisingly got development in this book, and it was very interesting development, because we see him kind of being conflicted, like, I have to be like Firestar, because Firestar is the best leader ever, but that's what he thought. I mean, people could argue that Firestar really wasn't the best leader. So Bramblestar is, like, trying to constantly go through his paw steps, and it's just not his thing. I mean, he's accepting in, like, loners and stuff, and people are like, you know, dude, you're not Firestar. You're Bramblestar. You're your own leader. I mean, it's good to look up to him and everything, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to constantly be like him. And that's actually a really good thing for a leader to do. Bramblestar isn't immediately this great leader. He has to learn. And I think that was fantastic that they went that route. So Dustpelt dies in this book because it was in a fight with foxes, I believe. If it was badgers, don't hate on me, but it was some kind of predator. And, or no, wait. Okay, I don't know. They were fighting something, okay? Don't go in the comments and tell me it was something else, because I will get ticked off at you. But he died in a battle, and I felt it wasn't completely useless. I thought it was good for for Dustpelt to go out with a bang. I thought it was really, really nice. I mean, they didn't just let him go. I mean, he actually, like, died fighting for his clan, and I thought that was a good thing to do. I thought it was good. His death, I really liked Dustpelt, and I felt bad for him because he was kind of still mourning the loss of Ferncloud, and but I mean, I thought it was good. I liked it. I don't know. That was just me. So Purdy in this book was a ton more interesting, because in the Omen of the Stars, where he came to, like, you know, just hang around and be all southerner and tell jokes until people fall asleep, but you know what? He actually, like, kept the apprentices busy. He, like, just told people stories. I mean, he did that before, but it was more to, like, comfort people, or just, I don't know, I felt like he had more of a role in this book, but that's just me. And who also, oh my god, Daisy was magnificent in this book. Like, you know, in the beginning, she was kind of all, I'm a nice person, or nice cat, whatever, and I will do all this stuff because I'm a nice person, and yay. Well, in this book, at some point, the apprentices were fooling around, and Daisy just was like, okay, you're done. You're not going to do this anymore. You're going to listen to what I'm saying, and you're going to be good apprentices and not bother anybody. You hear that? And that's what I want Daisy's character to be. If you really want to see more, I have a Daisy and Ferncloud rant that I, like, just put out, so you can go watch that if you want to go into more detail. Okay, so everybody, obviously, Lion Blaze and Cinder are dead kids. It's not that obvious. And, I really, really like the name of their kits. Like, Fern, Paw, and Sorrelpaw, and what was it again? Oh, Hollypaw, duh. And I really like that they named their kits like that. I mean, and I heard people were like, why did they name one of them Fern, whatever? What did Fern Clouds do with them? I was like, are you guys kidding me? Like, Fern Cloud nursed Lionblaze and his siblings, like, because Growthlight's milk didn't come. And she was the one that kind of nursed them. I mean, why wouldn't he name them after her? But I thought the names were really sweet, and I really liked that. The manga afterwards was actually pretty good. It was all about Squirrelflight kind of like, oh, I don't know about this. Or Squirrelflight being like, oh, well, I would think I was pregnant, but I couldn't be. And oh my god, Yellowfang, you stink! Like, she stinks. How can you lie to someone about not being able to have kits? That's really mean. You didn't trust her enough to take care of Leafpool's own kits. I mean, that was just so. I wanted to like smack Yellowfang. Like, I love Yellowfang, but why'd she have to do that? That was horrible. But I mean, it was good. I like the manga at the end. I don't particularly like the art style of that manga, but I don't know. It's a fine art style, but it's not one of my favorites.